Hey guys and gals, Eric Norris here. Today I'm going to go over what's in my bag. This is my disc golf bag that I play with every single day. Dynamic discs. Picked this thing up for like 40 bucks. I know a lot of people got the Zukas and the backpacks and everything like that. But for me, I really like to travel light, and I also like to be very concise with what I have and use the discs that I use very often as opposed to have all these extras and that kind of thing. So I'm always just constantly trying to refine my bag to try to improve it. And here we go. So let's just start with the putters. So I currently have these two stabilizers, and these are made by Streamline Discs. You can see them right there. Super cool looking. Really like the design on here. And these, I believe, are 173 is the weight on this. That's kind of my go-to heaviness that I've been kind of preferring. This is has been my number one right here. Like whenever I'm going for my first putt, my first shots, it's always this one. And then if I have a second shot, I tend to use this one. Bought this one first, but then ended up just saying this is going to be the one. For whatever reason, they fly basically the same. They're the same weight. But I like these a lot, and I've been utilizing them quite a bit. Nextly, I have a Mako 3 that I actually use more so as a putter or a nice approach where I'm trying to get distance to get really close to the basket from my mid-range shot. It's marked as a mid-range. The flight characteristics on this is 5500. Very common disc. I've liked this one a lot, but what I've noticed is I found something that flies and glides even better that I prefer. And that happens to be the Envy. Now this is made by Axiom discs. I just got this one yesterday. I picked this up because this is the, James Conrad commemorative, holy shot disc. Actually watched that live. I was blown away that happened. I couldn't believe it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy one of these, keep it as a collector. And then I came to find out that these really aren't worth anything. A, it's cheap plastic. B, they produced a gazillion of these. So it's never going to be worth anything. So I thought, you know what? I'll take it out of the plastic. I'll try it out then. 16 bucks, no big deal. I played on it and I'm like, man, I love the way this flies even more so than these other putters. And when I say fly, I also mean an approach disc, trying to combine an approach disc with also a putting disc. So this I found just glides so smoothly. So once I realized that a week ago or so, I decided to buy this one. So that way I kind of keep them similar, the same look, so I know that these two are together. Same weight. This is a 173. Sticker still on it because literally I played it for the first time yesterday. I'm loving this. This is a better plastic, so this will last longer. This one I literally have been playing on, I don't know, maybe it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but as you can see, it's cheap plastic. So right now, this is my number one putter and approach disc, and I absolutely love these. All right, moving on to mid-ranges. Oh, what do you know? I don't have any mid-ranges because normally I'd usually try to go with this or the Mako sometimes. All right, fairway drivers. I really only have one in the bag right here. Disc Mania, the FD. This is the C-line plastic. Very durable. I really like this. It's very similar to an Innova Leopard. And so I've always loved the Leopard, and I might buy another one of those again at some point. But this just flies really well. This weight is a 172 grams. And so this is, this works out really well when I'm trying out. I don't need that much power, and especially if I just want control. This just stays very straight. So if I'm trying to get in between little narrow lines, this works out very well. And I'm trying to be more disciplined and using this more instead of trying to go with the over-the-top, long distance drivers. Just go with the approach and play it safe and get up there. All right, so on to the drivers. So I'm a huge fan of Innova. I started playing Innova back in the day, and that was kind of one of the only companies around at the time. Discmania was around, I guess, Discraft. But I've just grown a liking to Innova. So with that being said, I currently have been throwing the Shrike. I got 3 different versions of that. This is the star plastic that's already beat in. This one's nice for turnovers because now that it's beat in, it does get pretty flippy and glide to the right. But this is a 171 weight. I've lately decreased the amount of weight on some of the new discs drivers that I've bought. And it's actually given me a little bit more distance. So that's what I love about that. But the Shrike, very common. Everyone kind of knows about the Shrike. It's very stable for the most part. It's not overstable. It's more of a, I guess, understable, especially now. And so this was a Shrike. So once I learned that this, breaks in quickly and the star plastics are just not as durable, I decided to go with the Champion plastics. And this holds its mold a lot better, it seems like, durability wise. You hit a few trees, it's not going to change the flight characteristics, at least not for quite a while. So I figure it just makes sense to go with the Champion plastic. This is a glow, by the way, super cool. This is lower weight. This is a 167. And I love this disc. It's been doing really well for me. I've been able to ace with one of these. I've already retired the other one. It was also a glow. And so this is the latest Shrike that I've purchased. This is also a 167, sticking with that lighter range, trying to keep them all very similar so that when I throw one, the other one should be doing probably just about the same exact thing, you'd think. But this one's super cool, the die on it's super cool. I love this because when you see this thing fly, it literally looks like it's just warbling and it just gives it this really cool look. And yes, I said warbling. I don't know if this is a glow, but it definitely has that same, maybe not. It looks kind of similar to that. Anyway, those are my Shrikes. The rest of my discs, I like Corvettes a lot too. I put them in the same category as the Shrike. I've aced with a couple of those that I've retired. One was a red one. I think it was like a 170 or 171. And then recently a 167. It was a black disc, black Corvette with a gold print stamp on it that was super cool. I really loved it, but so hard to find when you're playing and trying to find things. Like, it just blended in. So I'm so glad that that one's retired. I also ordered an Innova Wraith that should be coming soon. That's also going to be a 167 weight. And then this is just kind of what's temporarily in the bag. This is a Catalyst made by MVP. I picked this up recently. It had the similar or same flight characteristics as the Shrike. Very close. So it's a 13 distance. Shrike is also a 13 distance. This is a 5-2-2. This is a 6-1-2. So I feel like this one probably won't stay in the bag because it teeters on going to the left or right almost any old time, and you don't want that. You want to have stability of it either going straight, always going left, always going right. So this one's I'm kind of on the fence with. I might just sell it. And then this was just one that I've been playing on, kind of an older beat up, but a Champion plastic Innova Turn. I like this a lot. I think this will be gone here once I get the Wraith, and I'll put that in my bag. And so that's pretty much everything. And I just literally carry a towel with me. I got my packs, stuff to put on the side, sunglasses, keys, all that. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I carry very lightly. So those are the discs. Here they are. One more quick time. And yeah, all the weights range anywhere from 167 up to 173. I'm loving these things, guys. Man, I feel like my putting has improved just by using these. There's something about the way these things float. Nice and straight, I'll tell you. Even more so than the Mako, even more so than the stabilizers. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and happy disc golfing.